I've been wanting to make a video about negative comments on the internet, and the commenting culture on the internet in general. But the reason why I wanted to talk about this is like whenever I see the videos that blew up because of the algorithm, there are always really, really, really bad discussions. Well, bad in my opinion, right? There would be a professional athlete doing something, and then they would be like, "Oh, that's bad form," and then there would be like a Olympics in the comment section about like why this is bad form, like how do you know better than like blah blah blah. And then there was another fitness video about like benching 225, I think, was a really impressive feat. And then one person was like, "It's not even I can do that, and I don't even work out." And then the whole comment section was like, "Well, show the video," like blah blah blah. And I've been looking at many of those, and then I wanted to do like a I wanted to discuss that kind of like commenting culture in general, right? Like what prompts you to write things like that, and what prompts you to like engage in discussions that are getting heated. But turns out I received some comments of my own, so I wanted to kind of dissect them and from the perspective of a life coach, how I think about these things. But before I move on, in general, whenever somebody tries to pick a fight with you, I think like 99.9% of the time, your best option is to just block and move on with your day. Um, the more you think about it, the more riled up you will be, and the more you're riled up, the more you'll want to interact too. But as you will see, this is gonna become a cycle, and this cycle will just continue feeling bad. But like, for who, right? It doesn't serve you at all. Your life is precious, your time is precious, your energy and your happiness is precious. Don't let random people who have like opinions ruin your day. That's sort of my overall opinion about comments in general. But in any case, I received this comment from this video that wasn't even about women or like Asian people, but this person who hasn't said a username is like, how you giving life advice when all your women wants to date white guys, right? And that laughing emoji. That like this just tells me that this person is looking for a reaction. So like the other types of negative comments I get are like strictly just it's simple. It's like fuck you. Okay. So these feel like burps or these feel like farts. They're just walking next to me and then they just like bah! And then I'm like, whoa, okay. But I don't feel like these types of comments are generally directed towards me. And this person has a lot on their mind and they want to express it, and all the power to you. You can do that. It's up to me to do whatever I want to do with it. And in that case, I didn't do anything with it because what am I going to say to fuck you? Like, okay. But this person's like, how do you giving life advice when all your woman wants to date white guys? And I can see that this person wants a reaction. So like I'm willing to entertain for a few times, especially if it helps people see the underlying like pattern of why they think this, why they do this. And if you've exchanged comments with me before, you will know that I like to be reasonable in the comment section. But like, okay, so number one, this person believes I can't give life advice if all my women supposedly want to date white guys. So there's a correlation that's being made, and moreover, like my women, like who are my women, and all my women supposedly want to date white guys. So there's a lot of factually wrong statements here, right? So I ask, like, is that true? Like all my women wants to date white guys, and not one of them want to be married to non-white guys? Because guess what? Like, I grew up in Korea, and I can say 99.999% of the time, Asians like to marry Asian people. Um, in fact, the stigma around interracial marriage is really, really strong in Asian cultures. So reality suggests it's completely the opposite. And again, what is my woman? Is it Korean woman? Is it Asian woman? Like, and if we're gonna be Asian woman, how far are we gonna go? Is it East Asian woman? Do you count Southeast Asian women as my woman? How about East Asia? There's such a lot of variance. And more importantly, what does that have to do with me giving life advice at all? So I'm trying to point out that these are just like completely non-factual statements, and like this makes you reflect, like why am I writing these things? But person replied back today saying, more Asian women cohabit with white men than Asian men. Skull, 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 skull. At the end of the day, life is about reproducing. Four eyes. It's gonna be a hard time in life for you. And this is like, okay, I'm not gonna lie. When I first read this, I felt my heart like adrenaline coming up. But surprisingly, like, it went down pretty quickly because this person is deeply miserable. Um, when you look at the profile, this account was made 22 of 2023, which means this person who has another account created a YouTube account just to write like these types of things. Maybe just for me, maybe to other people. But like, if you're generally satisfied with your life, you don't go out of your way to do these types of things, right? And that may be my assumption, but like, you like making YouTube accounts is tedious, and having to switch back and forth between your accounts just to interact with my comment. For me, it's my channel. Like, I see it, I take care of my YouTube channel, believe it or not. And so I see it. So it's not really busy for me, but this person is going through these hoops for something. This person is trying to fulfill something. And that is what I'm witnessing, right? And so this person is trying really hard to fulfill some kind of a desire. It may be to like feel something. It may be that they are feeling too toxic in their life and they want other people to be miserable. It might be they're like profoundly bored. It might be they're insecure about maybe this person's an Asian person too. Maybe this person's a white person feeling fragile about their whiteness. And maybe this person is an ableist, right? Four eyes, like, haven't heard that. Like, I don't think I even heard that during elementary school. But like, yeah, maybe this person wants to kind of have an opportunity to engage in these types of like powerful behaviors, because that is a very common desire that never really gets fulfilled, right? Like, all the bullying power seems to go to people who actually have like physical prowess, or they're big and they can do whatever they want. So like, a lot of power is the ability to not give a fuck about what you do to other people and not care about the consequences. So that's what I'm witnessing. And if you want to do that, I think you should be able to do that. It's a free world, right? And now this person gave this to me. But again, it's up to me to receive it or not. And this person says, okay, sorry, Four Eyes, it's gonna hard time in life for you. So this person believes that genuinely, and I'm not interested in changing this person's mind. And in fact, I'm not interested in changing anyone's mind. I'm just offering different perspectives about life in this channel. So, what do I say? Sure, you can believe that, and thanks for your sympathy, because in the end, this person is giving me sympathy, right? So that's the overarching kind of like process as I walk through these types of comments. Like, why do people go out of their way to do this? There's other people who have discussions with me on my YouTube channel, but these people remain in my channel. Like, the username is defined and they're consistent. They sometimes challenge my ideas, and I appreciate that, because I'm not some like guru, right? I'm not some cult leader trying to gain more followers, and that's not my mission. And speaking about mission, this is a YouTube comment not YouTube, Reddit comment I made today, right? And this person replied, I agree with the idea, but damn, your analogy makes it weird and transactional. So I'm very active on Reddit, and so naturally I get a lot of responses on Reddit too. And again, not all of them are kind. Not all of them agree with me. Some of them like to put me down. And then, of course, just as this experience, like, I felt bad. And what goes through my mind? Oh, fuck, I shouldn't have written it that way. And when I take it to the extreme, it expands to, oh crap, I shouldn't be on this platform. I shouldn't be doing this in general, right? Because I have offended someone, and this person is now upset because of me. So that's the instinctive kind of auto-wired thought pattern that happens. But I've been online actively coaching people for about a year, and this happens so frequently that I can sort of short circuit the thought because guess what? So, if I want to fulfill that, okay, then I need to make content that is just purely for likability. Life coaching is really bad for that kind of a direction. If I wanted to optimize on likability, I would have a completely different YouTube channel. I would be focusing on games. I'd be focusing on, popular Reddit threads. I'd be focusing on, you know, sexuality and sexual stuff. I'd be focusing on like sensationalist things. And my Reddit account would just be reposting memes all the time on different subreddits, right? And so, is it my job to be liked, or is it my job to coach people who ask for it? It's the latter. And I've gone through so many iterations of trying to be liked and then ultimately not doing my job. It's not my job to comfort people. It's not my job to make people feel better. It's part of it, I guess. Sometimes I aim to do that so that they can have a more objective understanding of their situation. But my primary goal is for me to open other people's brains up so that they consider alternate possibilities for situations that induce suffering. And yeah, this person can believe that I made it weird and transactional. This person can in fact believe I fucking suck. This person can in fact believe that I should stop being a coach. But guess what? I'm not going to be. Because they don't define my practice. I define my practice. And there are other life coaches that you can interact with. And it's waste of their time trying to change me because, once again, I'm not. So, I'm doing people a big favor when I just don't interact with these, or even better, when they are hostile with me, I'm doing people, both them and me, a big favor by just clicking the block button. So, that's what I want to advocate to you today. If you are finding that a lot of social media accounts, some of them always get you feeling in a crappy mood, unfollow them. And if someone tries to pick a fight, block them. If people try to make you feel bad, understand that you have a choice to receive that and let it regurgitate inside of you and let it eat you up, or don't receive it. And again, that comes with practice, but I'm offering thought possibilities here. And that is my job, I'm happy to say.